when God created Adam, being the first man of his kind who was created and made in the image of the Lord and after the likeness of God. And we're going to have to look into a statement that God said that it is not good, it is not good for men to be alone. It is not good for men to be alone, so I shall create for him a helper. That means when the Lord looked at Adam, he saw how important it was to have Adam have a wife, because Adam being alone, God saw that he could not do it alone. That means as a woman, if you're watching and listening to me, you need to understand the value that you have. So many women around the world are trying to stand up to men, and they're seeking for equality. They're trying to be equal with men, but the issue is not about being equal, because if you really sit down and get to understand the authority that you have been given by the Lord, you will discover that you might actually be higher than men. So you seeking to be equal with or to men, that simply means you are lowering yourself. Because if God saw that it is not good for Adam to be alone, that means Adam was in need. It wasn't a want, but it was a need. It was necessary. Imagine that's the only thing that God saw that it wasn't good. Everything else, God said it was good. After he said, let there be light and everything, he would say that, and he saw that it was good. Why is it? He's seeing the goodness of everything except for the loneliness that Adam had. Not that Adam was lonely in the sense that he had no companion. Adam had already been placed in a place that had various creatures, and he already had a relationship with God. But God is saying, beyond what I already gave Adam and the relationship that we have, there's need that Adam has a helper that is suitable for him. I've never seen a helper that goes beyond God. But God himself is admitting that in as much as I am the instructor of this man needs a helper that is suitable for him. That means in the realm of men, God was saying the woman is of paramount importance in order for Adam to be able to accomplish his assignment. That's how powerful you are as a woman. So every day when you wake up, you need to remember that God said it is not good for men to be alone. It is not good for men to be alone. So never be too desperate for a man, because somewhere, somehow, God is looking at a man and he's seeing that this man is in need of you. So never feel like, oh, it's not happening when I want it in the way that you want it. It's not about that. There is always a man who is incomplete without you in his life. So the day that you capture that, even your life will become better. Some of you have robbed yourself of your peace, you have robbed yourself of your happiness and joy. Why? Because you felt you were too desperate for something that is desperate for you. Never be too desperate for something that is already desperate for you. Because in the moments that you're seeking to have that. The same union that you are looking for with so much desperation is also looking for you. So it is a life lesson. Some of the things that rob us of our joy in life is the desperation for things that are desperate for us. All you need to do is to have enough revelation in order for you to understand. You need to have enough revelation. So now we continue to read when God then puts Adam into a deep sleep, and out of Adam, God pulls out the woman, and God formed Eve, but he never called her Eve. It was Adam who had to call her. And he indeed said, "Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, I shall call you woman." Is it not amazing that from the first glance that Adam had, he was already seeing that this woman is a part of me, which means the existence of compatibility between two people doesn't occur when they are now living together. It starts before they even know each other, because Eve was pulled out of Adam. And one can know themselves well enough to not miss themselves when they see themselves. If you stand in front of a mirror and 1,000 more people are behind you, you will never mistaken your face for somebody else. You will know yourself. You will know yourself. That means Adam was not guessing that Eve is a part of her, is a part of him. He knew that she was a part of him. It was very easy for him to pick it up, both spiritually and physically, as he looked at her. What he saw was exactly what he needed. What he saw was exactly what he needed. So I want people to understand something here. As a woman, you are already a wife from the very moment that you are found.